Are you a deviant? You know, like those of us who binge watch serial killer programmes, laugh at the stupid shit people do, and revel in anything adult? Well, you found your people. Join us as we crack open the door to the padded cell and release the insanely stupid, the weirdly wonderful, and those who choose to live outside societal norms. We'll delve into the strange, the macabre, the sexy, and the outrageous. So if you're a deviant, then you have your place with us in the padded cell. Hello once again, everybody. This is episode 13 of the Padded Cell podcast, and I'm made up and our Nancy's back.
It's nice to be back.
I've missed you.
I've missed you.
Yeah, I really have.
It's not been the same.
No?
No.
You know what? Ryan has been great. It's been nice to have a guy on, just talking about guy stuff. But I don't know.
And his balls.
And his balls. Oh my God. Oh, God, you've seen the picture of his ball, haven't you? Okay, so in case you didn't watch a previous episode, I think it was like episode 9 or 10, he brought up that he had a hydrocele, which is like a swollen ball sack, and he had to go and have it drained. And he just thought it was just going to be a needle and a syringe and he was going to drain it out. Fucking hell, he's got this big, massive gash in his ball sack,
like
about 3 inches long. It's like a vagina. It is. And he showed me, I went, oh, dude, you thought you were going to be bouncing back after a couple of days, mate. You're going to be out for a couple of weeks. No. It was brutal.
It was so big.
So anyway, so it was nice having Ryan here and obviously, telling his ball stories and everything. And he really enjoyed himself. He was getting very comfortable in your chair.
Listen, I was texting him saying, you look too comfortable in my seat.
Yeah, don't be getting too comfortable.
Bitch. Yeah.
But he messaged me and he just said, if you ever want me back, just let me know. Short notice, I'll drop everything. It's fine. He's like this little 5 minutes of fame on our Padded Cell podcast chairs.
Well, as long as it was 5 minutes.
Speaking of which, we've got a new table. Have you all noticed we've got a new table? I mean, I'm saying it like we've bought it. Bought it out of my pocket. No. So what it is, I'm going to give a little plug, Nance, because I think you deserve it. So we don't just record like in the club or willy-nilly. We come to like this professional setup, and it's Liverpool Podcast Studios.
Very fancy too.
Very, very, very fancy. I mean, why should we just pretend that we've got this set in our place? It's a studio, obviously, isn't it? And the boss, they're really, really good. They're good to us. And just recently, they had a little bit of a little issue in their old studio, and they had to just move temporarily. And so now we're in the Albert Dock in Liverpool.
It's really nice.
Do you know what I feel like? I don't know whether you're too young. I'm like the oldest person in the room here by years. I feel like Richard and Judy on This Morning years ago.
I'm not too young. I remember the Weatherman falling off the map.
Yeah. So we're literally next door to the old Granada Studios. Did you know that? It's like literally just there. So yeah, I feel like Richard and Judy now by the dock. I'm going to take some photos for fans later, show them where we are.
I'll keep an eye out for your tit falling out.
Is my tit falling out? Not yet.
No, but it did to Judy, didn't it? Live on TV.
Yeah. So we're in this posh studio in the Albert Dock with a posh desk.
Throwing cunt bombs around. It's a bit fancy for us.
We're, minutes in and you've thrown a C-bomb?
I need to be back. I need to get it out.
See me?
She's back.
Isn't she just? Back with a C-bomb bang.
Back with a vengeance.
I've got me CUNT mug again. So I'm going to try not to drop a C-bomb.
Yes.
So I've got a little story. Oh, hang on, before I go on again.
It's not like you to go off.
I know. We've got Dylan back.
Hey.
Hang on. But we've also got Calvin. Wow.
That's the noise he made when he just got attacked by a seagull.
No, that was way more embarrassing.
So we've got Dylan as our producer today. He's missed us. Do you need retraining on the fart buzzer, Dylan? No, I think he's remembered the training. You're a pro. And we had like a ceremonial passing over of the fart button from Calvin to Dylan. I'm not making this shit up. I made them do this. Didn't I?
You did.
Just bringing them into our chaos, getting them into the mindset. So anyway, I went to the toilet before. Yeah.
Are we going into too much info? Or?
No, okay. Not at all.
Just checking.
I said to Dylan, I've got a story. I'm going to leave it for the podcast. So I went to the toilet, and the toilets are dead posh, aren't they, Nancy? You've been.
They're nice.
Posh cream and everything for your hands, yeah? Did you notice that the toilet cubicle doors open up onto a window onto the Albert Dock?
I've actually taken a photo from the window.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay. Should I admit this? There's nobody else in the toilet. And I was like, that's a lovely view. Left the door open. There was nobody else there. I'm just hoping that there was nobody in the apartments opposite with a pair of binoculars waiting for me.
Someone sat in Costa across the road thinking, what's that?
I know.
I can see your flaps.
I didn't just, get him out.
You just mooned the
just
whole Dock.
Just a little tinkle. I didn't even moon. Just a little discreet tinkle. But I was like, it's just too much of a nice view to shut the door on. So I sat on the toilet with the door open, appreciating the Albert Dock, but it was only after me wee I realised that people live in the apartments. Mm-hmm. I was like, and I bet you, because there's some cracking views from the Albert Dock, I bet you they've just got binoculars just waiting.
Or maybe just a camera set up ready.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Do you know, I did something similar. I went up to the Radio City Tower years ago, the big tower. Mm-hmm. If you don't know, we've got a big tower in Liverpool. I think it's like 345 feet above the skyline on Liverpool.
I've never been up there.
It's bosh, Used to move years ago.
Yeah, it used to spin.
It used to spin. Well, I mean,
with a
spin.
cafe.
I mean, it wasn't spinning. It used to go round very slowly. Yeah. Doesn't now. Anyway, I went up there, went to see Leanne off the radio and went to the toilet. Didn't they have a big window as well? Right, hang on. There's a few cubicles, but the end one is like a window ceiling to floor. Ceiling to floor. There's no wall. So you're sitting on the toilet overlooking the whole of Liverpool.
So it was supposed to be like that.
It's
You're meant
supposed
to
to be
see
like
the view.
that. Yeah.
You didn't just choose to leave that open.
No, I didn't just choose to leave the door open.
Just
There's
to be clear.
a full window overlooking the whole of Liverpool. So I was sitting there having a lovely time, having a little tinkle, just looking down at all the plebs in Liverpool. It was great.
Plebs.
Yeah. So there you go. We're about 7 minutes in and we've already said cunt. We've talked about toilet.
You
habits.
said you weren't saying cunt.
Well, I just did. I'm not going to say it again. That's it now.
She
But
says.
No. Anyway, I need to start this thing. Going on and on and on and on and on again. So anyway, welcome back, Nance.
Thank you very much. And thank you for all of the support off everyone while I was away. It was very much appreciated.
You did get an awful lot of love. I put a little post out there sharing your sad news and you've had 300, 400 and odd likes and loves and loads of comments off people.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I did notice. I was reading in the background.
Yeah, it was really lovely. So yeah, thanks everyone for that. It was very, very humbling, I thought, and nice for you. I said, didn't I? Have a little look on the page, Nance.
Yeah.
They're sharing loads of love for you. So you're back to our chaos, you're back to our madness, and I've got loads of madness today.
What are we bringing today?
Bit of Lady C.
Okay, let's go.
Because, I'm dressed like this, so why not? I didn't purposely dress like this because I'm doing Lady C. Before I do that, I'm just going to share a little message from a listener.
Okay.
So we get a lot of messages on social media and I love all the messages. Keep them coming. I'm always on there chatting and all sorts. We've got a PO box now as well because some people want to send me stuff. I've actually got something for next time. A few weeks I'm going to share.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, this guy from America, I'm not going to share his name because the message is a little bit out there and I don't want people to go, oh, no, I know him. So he said, "Good morning, my scrumpet fart bloom." I hear you read something and I have to reply to that. So I said, "I'm not often lost for words, lol."
But wow.
And he went, "Would you be interested in being my next ex-wife?"
Is it Ross from Friends?
So I said, "Although it's a very tempting offer, I must decline." And he said, "Daggum, you've broken a redneck's heart."
Wow.
And that was it. And he's never messaged ever again because I've declined.
What would
his
happen if
kind
he
offer.
said yes?
He'd probably shit himself.
Is he coming to you? You going to him?
He might even send me the money for a flight. But
Okay.
I know I've declined now. But I'm like, gosh, I get lovely, amazing messages and then "Good morning, my scrumpet fart bloom."
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even know where he pulled that from.
That's a cute pet name.
Don't start calling me scrumpet fart bloom.
I'm going to change your name on my phone.
Are you? Are you really?
Lady Scrumpet.
Lady Scrumpet. Oh, how does a scrumpet behave?
What the fuck is a scrumpet?
Have you not heard
Is it
of
like a crumpet?
Oh, Nance!
A scrummy crumpet?
You've never heard the word scrumpet? No. Okay, so this is even funnier for you because you didn't even know what a scrumpet is. So do you know what a scrumpet is?
I have no idea what a scrumpet is.
This is just you.
Oh, shit. I'm just showing my age, aren't I? Okay, so a scrumpet is something like a loose woman.
Okay.
So imagine... Why am I going to Jack the Ripper? Jack the Ripper times when you've got prostitutes in the pubs and they're like wenches, and they're just throwing themselves at men for money. Mm-hmm. That's a scrumpet.
Okay.
But it's not necessarily for money. It's just somebody who's throwing themselves at men, loose-legged, don't give a shit.
Bit like me.
You're scrumpet. Yeah, like you.
I'm a scrumpet.
Oh. So there you go. So I'm scrumpet fart bloom in your phone now.
I like it.
Don't you dare, Dylan. Lady Scrumpet. So, Lady Scrumpet onto Lady C. I'm going to do some Lady C stories. Okay. Because people love me Lady C stories. I think it's a world, isn't it, that people just don't understand, and I give them a little glimpse.
A lot of people are intrigued.
They're intrigued, not brave enough to actually, step into the scene. So I think we're like a little bit of escapism into this world of intrigue and beatings. I had a lovely day of beatings on Sunday.
Yeah, FOMO.
Yeah. We had an event at the club called Whimper. I mean, it's normal to us, isn't it? Other people are like, Whimper. It's called Whimper for that very reason, because all the male subs whimper.
They do.
At the end of it. I had a lovely time beating Nappy Harry. It's great. Anyway, so, Lady C. I'm going to tell you a story about a guy who visited me in 2014, and it was around the time. Do you know what? I'm not going to tell you around the time because it'll spoil the gag. Okay, I'm just going to forward on. So I gave him some instructions before the appointment and on the day. It's like a scroll. So I left him a scroll in the changing room. And on it, I said that he needed to meet me down in the cellar dungeon. Mm-hmm. And I said that he didn't want to wear anything. Just come down and meet me. So I'm down there waiting for him. And he heard clip, clop, down the stairs. And down comes this guy in stocking, hold-ups, the biggest high heels, and a little pair of knickers. I'm like, that wasn't on my instructions. That was very presumptuous.
Failed already.
Immediately failed. Now, if you know anything about mistressing, for want of a better word, you want them to cock up because it just gives you fodder to beat them for, yeah? So if they're early by a minute, you're too early, get back up there, count down 60 seconds and then come back down. That sort of thing. If they're late, oh, fuck, they're definitely dead then. If they don't follow your instructions, it's just like, right, well, I'm going to now show you why it's important to follow my instructions. So this dude walks down, his stockings, his heels and his little knickers with an erection.
Wow. He's ready.
Well, anybody that knows me in my professional life, I don't allow erections in my dungeon. Do not allow it. It's just off-putting. It's distraction. I don't need a distraction from me flogging. So put it away. Anyway, he had this massive erection. So we come down the stairs and I went, don't you look pretty? And he went, thank you, mistress. And I went, this wasn't in the instructions. Well, his little face dropped, didn't it? Because he thought he looked marvellous, which he did, but I wasn't going to tell him that. So I said, nowhere in the instructions to say you could wear heels, stockings and knickers, and that erection certainly is not welcome. I want you to go in that jail cell, so one of our jail cells, obviously, and go and sit and think about what you've done. And I want you to take your shoes, stockings, everything off and get rid of that erection. And he's like, I don't know whether I can, mistress. I don't know whether he took some blues.
What's he going to think about?
Yeah.
Just to make that go.
Everything but our session. I don't think he took some Viagra or something because it was very erect. It wasn't even a semi. So he took all of his stuff off and went, right, I'm going to leave you. 15 minutes. I went upstairs, had a cup of tea. So while he's sitting downstairs in his cell worrying about how the fuck he's going to get rid of the erection. But I knew, because he was into a little bit of humiliation, that the more I said this, the worse the erection was going to get. So I was calling him for everything, and like, this better be gone by the time I come downstairs. Best be gone. So I went upstairs, had a cup of tea, had a little chat to Jim. Of course, I won my messages.
Probably got sidetracked.
He's downstairs thinking, shit, I can't get rid of this erection. Anyway, I went downstairs, still there. I mean, didn't try very hard there, did you? So anyway, brought him out, put him through his paces. It's a 2-hour session. Did everything. I did everything to get rid of this thing. No, still there. obviously loving every second of it, wasn't he, you know? So put him back in the cell. I went upstairs to Jim and I went, Jim, what am I going to do? I can't get rid of this erection and it's a challenge now. So he said, well, I know what would make me cold. He went, cold water. I went, we'll go one step further. So
Nice.
Going back to the beginning, it was 2014. And the thing that was happening in 2014 was the ice bucket challenge, if you remember rightly. So for those that have been living in a tree, the ice bucket challenge, it was actually went on before 2014, but really hit social media in 2014. And you had to dare somebody, or you could dare yourself, to throw a bucket of ice water over your head, film it, and went on social media, and then you donated money to the ALS charity. And the ALS charity, I've just got it here because I can't remember what it is. It's amyotrophic lateral sclerosis.
Okay.
So it's a condition which affects like speech, swallowing, muscle movement, and eventually eating and breathing. It's a very, very, very serious condition. And I remember at the time, people were like doing the ice bucket challenge, but not donating. And it was like a bit of a bone of contention. So Jim said, right, I'm going to get a big bucket, big fucking bucket. And he put about 6 bags of ice in it. I went, how am I going to lift that? Anyway, so we got all that set up outside. I went back down to me sub with the erection and I said, right, follow me. We're going to go outside. So I put like a mask on him because I wanted to film it. And I just said to him, I'm going to do something. I'm going to film it. Is it okay if I put this on FetLife? And for those that don't know, FetLife is like Facebook for Kingsters, FetLife.com. And he said, yeah, he had no identifying features, no tattoos, nothing. Just put a hood on him. So we sat him still with this massive erection. It was freezing outside on the chair. And I went, right, so we're going to do the ice bucket challenge, did a little bit of a spiel. Very, very difficult, lifting the bucket up, threw it over him. And there he is with, he's just naked sub with this gimp mask on, just ice everywhere. And he went, and it was an instant walnut whip. I was like, yes, yes. It took me 2 hours, Nance, 2 hours. And 6 bags of ice to get rid of it.
And you could have just asked Jim.
I could have just asked Jim. Yeah, but it wouldn't have been as much fun, would it? So we got rid of it, and he donated money, and so did I. We both donated money to charity. And he later said it was like so much fun. He didn't admit to taking blues, but I think he did.
Yeah.
So I said, next time, follow me instructions. Don't turn up in your high heels, your knickers, your suspenders, stockings, and erection, please. Thank you very much.
So you're going to have to put some crumbs on that video now on FetLife.
I am. I'll just reshare it. So, but I was reading about the ALS charity and the work that was done as a result of all this funding. I didn't know this. So it said, as a result of the Ice Bucket Challenge, the work led to the discovery of 5 new genes associated with ALS and novel drug therapies. And in the last year alone, and this was released in June this year, in the last year alone, the US Food and Drug Administration approved 2 new treatments for ALS, both developed with funds from that challenge. How amazing is that?
The amount of people who probably just done it for a laugh because it was the trend.
But even if they just put a few quid in, it's obviously all made a difference, hasn't it? How good's that?
Amazing.
So I was really quite chuffed with that. So that's me erection, man. Now, I've also got a story about an ex-sub of mine. He was me 24/7 sub. I'm not going to say his name. And when he very first came along to me, he was dressed in a school uniform. Again, I didn't say turn up in a school uniform. I'm like, what the fuck is this? All these subs are having like, a choice. Did I give you a choice? No, I didn't. So I turned up in a school uniform. And I went, right, okay, let's put you through your paces then. If you want to have a school day, let's have a school day. Anyway, so I got my cane and I lifted up the skirt, which was a knee-length skirt, and I went, they're not regulation knickers underneath there. Little black frilly things. And I went, and those 6-inch heels, patent leather heels, certainly aren't school regulation. School
Couldn't get away with that in my school.
So I went, right, let's see if you can walk in them then, which I know any of you couldn't. So I run downstairs, got a couple of books and put them on his head. And we did some deportment. You put the books on your head and you walk in a straight line. Bearing in mind, he was like a baby giraffe in these heels. So he was like that, wobbling all over the place. And every time he dropped a book, I gave him a beating. But in the end, he got it. And he was like really, really good at it. I was like, right, okay. What else can we do? So I got my trusty cattle prod out and a flip chart. And I wrote on the flip chart, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Right, well, if you're a lady, you need to talk proper. So, slowly, take your time, read out the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain from the flip chart, please. He was standing there like that, and every time he spoke, I was like, with the zapper, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. So I was zapping him with this cattle prod. I was howling, laughing at him. But he was getting really quite cross because he wanted to please me, and I wouldn't stop with the whole cattle prod thing. Anyway, in the end, he was determined to do it, even with the cattle prod. It took about 6 goes, and he did it with the cattle prod. I was so proud. So there's that one. And then finally, I talked about Apiary before.
He's one of my favourite people.
He is, and we love him, don't we? Because he makes loads of funny noises.
So animated and fun to watch.
He makes loads of funny noises. Great. Very primal, isn't he? Yeah. So we were having a bit of a fun day one day. It wasn't a serious session, and I think it was during Whimper. So it was a public event, and I'd give him a beating and stuff. But he didn't know that I brought a Nerf gun with me. Were you there on the Nerf gun day?
Yeah.
So we've got this thing in the club, and it's called the cock and ball stocks. It's exactly that. So normally you'd put your head and your arms, normally, like as an everyday occurrence. Normally you'd put your head and your arms through the stocks, wouldn't you? And you pelt it with tomatoes or whatever. But with the cock and ball stocks, it's literally like that, but for your cock and balls.
Yeah.
And it's adjustable for size and comfort. Yeah.
Or discomfort.
Yeah. So I took it downstairs into the main lounge for everybody watching, put his cock and balls. It was a bit difficult because it wasn't very big. Just throwing that out there. He had to help. He pulled it through for me. And I locked it in. And me and another mistress got a Nerf gun out, and we used his cock and balls as target practice. And I'm pretty good. When a cock is my target, somehow I'm really good. I'm a good shot.
I remember your excitement every time you hit it.
Yeah. Have you seen me using my triple tail on it? Oh God. Is this too much information for the masses, do you think? No.
Never.
Okay. Well, if it is, Dan said it was all right.
Don't listen.
So, remember, I'm going to change his name. I'm going to call him David. Don't know why. The one that likes having his bell end zapped.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We've got a male production team. I'm not sorry at all. Anyway, I flicked him one day with my triple tail whip. Do you remember? And he had like 3 marks like that right down his knob. And everyone went, oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I looked at it and went, impressive. I was just delighted at my aim. Anyway, he looked down at it and went, ooh, well done, mistress. Thank you for your approval. But he was made up with it because he had these stripes. Anyway, so Apiary on the cock and ball stocks, and just one particular Nerf bullet just got him right on the bell end. The noise out of him. And he said, thank you, God love him. I was just delighted, jumping up and down everywhere, going, yeah! Really made up with myself. And the other mistress was good as well. And then we had a little female sub running around, picking up all my Nerf bullets and reloading it.
Yeah.
What a day. You see, people think that we're all dead serious. And we're not. We stick people in the cock and ball stocks and fire Nerf bullets at them. Yeah. Oh, what fun we have.
We do.
Yeah. So you were there on that day, weren't you, when we did the Nerf thing? It was hilarious, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was just something that you just don't imagine that you're going to see when you're walking into a fat event.
Well, I think with Whimper as well, it's a femdom event, isn't it?
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, it's like feminine dominant. So all the dominants are female. And I think you expect us to be like uber dominant and like up our own arses. And we're just not. We're there having a laugh a minute, isn't it? You know, and the guys laugh with us as well.
Particularly that event, it's always, there's always something really fun.
Yeah. We always try and incorporate some fun games and stuff into it. So for the new mistresses that come along, they're expecting us all to be like dead strict. And
sometimes they're really nervous too, thinking, oh.
And then they walk in, see Lady C with a Nerf gun, aiming at Apiary's.
Jumping around.
Ball sack. Yeah. I loved it as well. It was really good. It was so satisfying. Is that bad?
No.
It is really, isn't it? In the real world, it's bad to say that I really enjoyed firing a Nerf gun at Apiary's.
We don't judge.
End. It was so good.
We don't judge.
Right on the end. So there you have it. 3 quick tales today, because sometimes the Lady C ones can go on a little bit. Well, the first one wasn't that quick, but you know. So while you're away, and I know we talked about it, didn't we? But we renamed our middle bit the dangly bit.
The dangly bit, yeah.
Are you loving the dangly bit?
I do.
I love the dangly bit, you know. I can't stop saying it. There's something like really good about it. Dangly bit. Maybe because I fire things at them.
Maybe. Because we like to abuse them.
So the dangly bit today, apparently you're taking a lead on this one. You've brought something with you.
Yeah, so one of our regular guests brought this game into the club. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things that you just have to fucking have a go.
Okay.
So
Now, I know you've told me about this, but because I'm knocking on, I've actually forgotten what it was. So this is a complete surprise.
So it's called the chicken and the hot dog.
Okay, that's still not twigging. Oh.
The chicken and the hot dog.
Oh.
Now the chicken and the hot dog look surprisingly like dildos.
Okay.
Which is probably adds to the...
Does it make a noise?
No.
Okay.
Do you want to be a chicken or a hot dog?
I'll be a chicken. I should say chicken. Should nice scenes for scousers.
So the aim of the game...
Doesn't make a noise.
It's just like a bottle flip.
Oh, okay.
So the aim is to get it to land.
Okay, so what do I have to do?
Stood up.
Can you demonstrate?
Just have a little flip.
Why would you flip it from its head? What do you do?
Just a little... Look at that. I haven't even practiced this.
Now, you see, we know that Nancy's good at games because you were firing shit at me.
I think it's just a fucking fluke every time I'm on here.
Okay, I'm going to... Because I'm so handsy,
So have a little
I'm going to
practice.
reach around the microphone.
I reach around on camera.
I'm feeling under pressure because you know I'm a shit
No
shot.
pressure.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Thanks, Dylan. Thank you. So I told you I was a shit shot. Can I try it again?
You kind of need to master that.
It's Dylan. Okay. Right, so let me have another go. So I obviously chucked it too enthusiastically then.
You did.
Don't laugh at me. I'll come and find you and beat you.
You might like it.
I know, Okay, why are you so good at this and I'm not?
Because I feel like now I shouldn't do it again because I've mastered it.
Okay. So you're going to win this game. Fuck off. I'm having the hot dog. Right, you try the chicken. Chicken.
I mean, it's tricky with this in the way.
Hey.
The chicken's a bit hard, isn't it?
Okay, so what's the game then?
There you go.
Okay.
So the aim... Well, I don't really know. I just got a bit carried away trying to throw it. Oh, the
So there's
challenge card's got
cards.
fuck all on it.
Do you have to answer questions or something? You haven't even looked at this at all, have you?
No, not really. So some of them... There you go. So some of them you get a card.
Yeah.
Flip, catch and single flip.
I can't even flip it.
Flip and catch it in the air. And then without adjusting your grip, do a single flip.
I can't even flip it on the table. So I've got to flip it and catch it.
Yeah.
And then flip it and drop it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to go horribly wrong.
It nearly landed then, to be fair.
Right. I'm just going to move the microphone. Okay. Take this very seriously. And then flip it.
Without adjusting your grip. Go on, we'll give you that.
Okay. So okay. I told you them shit. Oh. Right, Nance. Can you show the masses how you do this, please? Because I'm shit. I can't be good at everything. I'm good with the flogger.
Okay, this one's easier, an underarm flip.
Why'd you get the easy one?
I mean, you can try it too.
I said it was your turn.
We have to do it
Underarm.
under your other arm. Throw it
So you
from
got to
underneath your
do
other
that.
arm.
I think you've got to be pissed to do this, Nance.
Not like
Okay,
that.
attacked. Okay, so we're going to do this at the Christmas party when we've had a couple of vodkas because I think you need alcohol for this.
I mean, it really gets competitive.
Does it?
Just
Okay. It'll get competitive with me
like you can't put
if
it
I
down.
could throw. Right, I'm leaving the chicken there.
You're
It's
just
staying.
too...
Okay,
You're
one
too
more
aggressive.
go. One more go. Okay.
No.
I'm shit at this game, Nance. I'm shit.
So that's the chicken and the hot dog.
We actually should bring the shit game back and see how good I am. And you were the...
You just want to throw shit at me.
Yeah.
I've only been away a couple of weeks. Fucking hell.
Well, I'm thinking like I was the idiot that wore the toilet on my head last time, so I think it's about time that you wore the toilet on your head, so I might have to bring it back.
I'll be the shithead.
You can be the shithead this time.
Okay.
So that game, you need to be pissed, definitely. I mean, that looked really easy, but obviously it wasn't because I couldn't do it.
And you're just really competitive, so...
Didn't think I was really, but I think what it is, I don't like not being able to do something. When I can't do it, I've got to do it and do it and do it.
I mean, I did bring it away from the club, so it was Spanks who lent it to us.
Yeah.
I had every intention of bringing it home, having a little practice, and it's been in the boot of the car.
Well, you got it first time though.
Should have
But
just
it must
left
have been a
it
fluke.
Yeah. Twice. Can't be a fluke if it's twice.
Right then, Nance, what have you got for us?
So, it's the time of year where I come into my fucking just loving life
Just
self.
fucking fart glitter.
I could try that.
Christmas CUNT, you know.
So, anyone who knows me knows that I am a bit of a
CUNT.
Christmassy cunt.
Yes, you are.
I love Christmas.
It's just mad though, isn't it? Because you're so Halloweeny. Like really like dark and Halloweeny, and yet Christmas comes along and you just
I just change.
You just change. It's
into
like you
a
become
Christmas
Barbie.
goth.
Yeah.
So I love it over any other holiday, and I really hate it when people are so like anti-Christmas and they're so fucking miserable about it. So
Like your husband.
I was just leading to that.
The Grinch.
Obviously, I understand Christmas isn't easy for everyone.
No.
Sometimes people have issues that make Christmas really difficult time of year, and I appreciate that. But some people are just fucking miserable about it.
Yeah. They don't.
And imagine how pissed off I was to realise I married the biggest Grinch going.
You did. I don't even know why I didn't figure this out before you said I do, to be honest.
He's just had to get on board with it and just let me roll with it. So it's not even December. I know it will be when this goes out.
Yeah.
But
Your tree's already up,
my
isn't it?
tree is up. It does have a kitten shape hole in it already, which is not the plan, but we move. So usually I'm like way ahead of the game of Christmas.
Yes.
I'm usually really organised, normally boxed off all the kids' presents, 4 kids to buy 4. It's a lot. You know, I'm usually sorted by now. So I'm quite stressed that I'm not. This week we've done a bit of Christmas shopping.
Okay.
So I was studying game and I'm buying an Xbox for a 5-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah. 5-year-old and an Xbox. Santa doesn't want to let him
Do you
down.
think Sid's going to be on the Xbox though instead?
No, he's not really a gamer.
Isn't he?
No, so all the other kids have got PlayStation 5s,
I thought
Xboxes.
he'd be well into games.
Now, last year we bought the 10-year-old an Xbox and he was like, oh, I'll get an extra controller so I can play. He's never touched it.
No? Wow.
I know.
God.
But he's quite shit at a lot of stuff, isn't he?
You're a gamer, aren't you, Dylan? Big gamer.
Yeah.
He's got a new podcast. We're going to have to plug it.
Coming soon.
Coming
soon to ears near you.
Yeah.
So I'm studying in game, buying this Xbox. And the woman saying, oh, we've been selling so many because it's like Black Friday's coming up and everything's getting sold out. So she says, I remember when I was 5 and you know, the only thing I wanted was a Polly Pocket, and now all these tiny kids are like...
Was she like 65 or something?
No, she's like my age.
Gosh, she sounds like an old lady.
I know.
When I was 5, all these spoiled kids.
Back in my day. But it did make me think, like, when I was 5, what was on my Christmas list? Because it wasn't an Xbox.
No.
Not with fucking...
No.
You know, the childhood I had. I definitely wasn't getting an Xbox whether I wanted it or not.
No.
So, on my Christmas list, I think, as a 5-year-old, every year was the same. It was always Buckaroo, every single year without fail.
Yeah.
Monopoly, Frustration.
Oh, loved Frustration.
What was that one with the... Operation. That one. Don't Make Him Zap.
Loved Operation.
And it just... Obviously, times have changed. Everything changes. What was on your Christmas list?
I was dead creative. So I liked making things.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like Lego and like plasticine type things. And I used to get like these really simple 5-year-old level. I was like sewing kits. So you can make like little like wallets and stuff like that.
I used to love stuff like that.
So for me, it was like making stuff and paints, creative type things with an action man thrown in for good measure because I'm a bit of a tomboy. I was always a tomboy. I didn't want dolls and all that.
Not your Barbie.
Fuck that.
Fuck Barbie.
I did
G.I.
actually
Jane.
get a Barbie one year and I tried. I think I was about 9 and she was all pretty and girly and I just wanted an action man. So I did. Got an action man.
So it gave me a little bit of nostalgia thinking back to like when I was younger and the type of toys and stuff that we wanted. Do you remember Sky Dancers?
No.
No?
No.
So I was obsessed with Sky Dancers.
Bearing in mind
Loved
you're
them.
just a little bit younger than me. Little bit.
Only a little bit.
Could be your mum.
So if I show you a picture of a Sky Dancer.
Come on. Maybe I know what it is and didn't know what it was called.
Oh.
Sorry, still
You
no.
must have... No?
No.
Wow.
I was a kid in the 70s. Come
Okay,
on.
but these dolls, they were fucking boss. So you used to... I had all of them. All of them. So they came on this little thing, like the little different colours. But then you pull a string and the doll would fly and it'd spin with
really?
its wings would come up and it'd spin.
Oh, how amazing
Do you
is
know what
that?
Sky Dancers
I
are?
know what a Sky Dancer is.
And have you know like similarish like generation?
So yeah, I was obsessed.
Oh, they sound really good.
They were dead cool. I'd
So
love
you
to have
just
one
like
now.
pull a cord and they go flying up in the air.
Yeah.
Like
And
little
it shoots
fairies.
off and probably
no.
twat the light and break it and get me
Have you
battered.
seen the
Or
video of the Christmas where it goes straight into the fire?
That'd be my luck. That you've seen my fucking throw.
yeah,
My little sky thing are being obliterated in the fire.
yeah. So that was my top of my.
Oh, did you get one?
I did.
Yeah.
I used to get spoiled by my granddad. I loved my granddad to bits, and he did spoil us rotten. But as soon as you said you like something, that was it.
Okay.
Like I used to collect little troll dolls.
Yeah.
I had thousands of the fuckers till I couldn't move.
So you didn't just like something, you became obsessive with it. Like you wanted everything.
He would.
Oh, he was.
And
Oh,
he
okay.
would just, he couldn't see it without buying it to give it to you.
Yeah.
And he used to love car boot sales and stuff. So
Oh, I love car boots.
yeah, he everything.
Yeah.
If you'd mentioned one, so yeah, I don't mind that. That was it. You
Really?
were getting it for everything until you had
Oh, your
something
granddad
different.
sound.
Yeah,
Sound,
he was lovely.
sound.
Sound granddad.
The international people are now going, sound. What the fuck was you just said?
So yeah, it just made me think, obviously times have changed and stuff. You know, I go over the top with Christmas decorations and it's dead aesthetically pleasing.
Even your Christmas rat.
Yeah, I love that rat.
Why,
cat
why
has
a
taken a
Christmas
dislike
rat?
to that.
I'm not surprised.
So I've got
It's a
this,
giant rat.
I've got like it's probably about 4 foot.
It's big.
This giant Roland rat with a big Christmas hat and stuff. And I just fucking love him
Why?
because I've seen him in the shop and I thought, you're coming home with me.
I don't know. It's just rats and Christmas. They just don't go together.
I think I remember texting you saying I've got a rat.
And I think I'm probably
I think
pulled a
I've got a
face
rat
similar.
at home.
And I think my wife just said,
And then I sent a
Okay.
picture of this giant Roland rat.
yeah, I just don't get it. We kids like it as well, though, don't
They fucking love it. Apart from the youngest who hates him.
I thought he'd love it.
No, he hates it. I
Okay.
hate that.
Oh.
We got all the stuff out of storage the other day and sat the rat in the middle.
He wasn't
And he's
amused.
like, no.
I'm going to be decorating probably 10 days before Christmas, something like that. The problem is that we know we're decorating in work, aren't we, soon?
We are.
By the time I've done
Can't
that,
wait.
I don't always want to decorate again. I'm a bit like, bit Christmased out now. And it's not even that hard in work. But by the time it comes to going home, I'm like, I've done it once, don't really want to do it again. Which is bad because I love Christmas.
I mean,
love putting deckies up.
how excited did I get a few months ago to put up a Christmas tree in the middle of August?
Far
All
too
for
excited.
the photo. I spent 4 hours doing that tree.
We've done a charity calendar, haven't we?
Yeah.
And there's obviously a Christmas photo on there. And it was August, and we're all being dead Christmassy in August.
And do you know what? I spent hours doing that tree and putting up the Christmas deckies. Can't even fucking
Can't
see it
really
in the
see it.
photo. You
No.
can see the star on top behind
But
someone's
you
head.
thoroughly enjoyed
I
yourself
did.
in the
I had a
process,
lovely
didn't you?
time. Yeah. Yeah.
It looked great. And the final photo was great.
I do love that picture.
Yeah.
I'd frame that for the wall. It made me think anyway, for the last few years, I've really wanted to do like a nostalgic Christmas decoration at home.
Like a
You know,
Dickensian.
like proper 80s shit.
Oh, right. I was going back to Dickensian times then. Tiny
No.
Tim.
Now, like,
Consider Tiny Tim. Oh, flip.
he's not
I was
listening.
going to say, he's still got his headphones on.
Yeah, he's not
Sid
listening.
yesterday. in the background with his headphones
He's
on.
not even flinching. He's
No.
not listening to us.
Thank God for that.
But yeah, you know, like when I was growing up, what I think of Christmas, proper tacky shit.
Okay, so what you're talking about then is an 80s tree with multicoloured lights,
Yeah.
pinks, blues and all that, with that fairy stuff in front of it. Do you remember that
Like angel hair.
angel hair?
Yeah.
Which
Those
actually
little-
got banned because it went on fire loads.
Yeah, with the little foil deckies. I remember
yeah.
on our tree, we always had these like baubles that were, I think they were covered in cotton or like velvet.
Yeah,
And they were just shit.
yeah.
But I loved them.
But those, the velvety ones, used to attract fluff from out all the other
Yeah.
deckies. So all bits of like cotton wool and shit would all be stuck to
All
it.
the angel hair left over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a yearly chocolate decoration that you put on the tree every year? Talk about chocolate. Thank you, Dylan.
No.
No, right. So my nan,
We used to cover them in chocolates.
But
But my
you used to
dad would
eat
go
them.
mad that we'd eat them.
okay. My nan used to have this chocolate. Now, in this house, I think it probably would have been about 1979, 1980. And this chocolate would be on the tree every year. And this one year went, Nan, don't you ever eat that chocolate? And she went, no, love, that's been going on my tree since 1964. And I was
Definitely
like,
don't eat that.
and now I'm like, why isn't it rotten? But at the time I was like, oh, okay, best not eat that one then. But it kept going out every single year. And she wouldn't put other chocolates on, just the old manky chocolate from 1964. Yeah. Mad, isn't it? The traditions that you
No.
have.
We just used to cover it in chocolates and I think they'd last one day before,
Not surprised.
6 of us in the house.
Yeah.
We'd fucking eat them.
I do
They were
like
gone.
chocolates on my tree. Do you like a selection box?
I love a selection box.
Right. I was about,
Although they're not the same anymore, they're a bit shit.
yeah, I was about 22. I didn't get a selection box off my mum. Fuming. She said, you're 22.
So,
And I
that's like
said,
not getting an
"So?"
advent calendar.
I went, where's my selection box? So I insist on getting our kids a selection box every year. And I'm sure that they're like, selection box. But if I didn't get them one, they'd be the same. Where's my selection box?
Yeah.
You get me one every year. I like getting
And
like
a Terry's
different ones
chocolate
as well.
orange in
I
your
do like
stocking.
chocolate orange, yeah. Didn't get one as a kid. I used to get a tangerine as a kid.
Yeah.
When did you believe in Father Christmas up until how old were you when you stopped believing?
What do you mean?
We don't have kids watching this podcast. It's an 18 plus podcast. Dylan, if you think that Father Christmas is real still, I've got some news for you. Okay? Burst in your bubble.
Please don't.
Not real.
Oh no.
I know. Soz. You've been good all these years. You didn't need to be. You could have been bad like me.
The naughty list's more fun, to be fair.
Naughty list, well more fun.
I can't remember, to be honest. I don't remember having that like change.
No.
So we've got a 10-year-old and they're still very much
Yeah.
on the
I was a
Polar
big
Express.
believer. I'm a big believer. So I was an only child, wasn't spoiled. But I had nice little Christmases and I was 11. 11 when I found out. One of my cousins told me. And you sort of know, but you don't want to believe.
You don't want to say it out loud.
You just want to like drag it out as long as you possibly can because somewhere deep inside you want Father Christmas to be real,
Yeah.
don't you? That magic. For the American people out there, Santa. We say Father Christmas. Do you say Santa or Father Christmas? Please don't tell me you say Santa. I'm going to belt you.
probably a mix.
We've got to keep up the English thing, Father Christmas. It's an Americanism, Santa, isn't it? It's fine, by the way. It's fine. Prefer Father Christmas.
Just as long as I don't say it or I get beaten.
So I was 11 and I went round to my nan's and all my other cousins are there and my mum, because she's just one of them, she announced to everybody in a jokey little thing, oh, Vicky still believes in Father Christmas. I was like, what a way to tell me in front of all my cousins, because then they just fire back going, you still believe in Father Christmas? He's not real, it's your dad. And I was like,
Wow.
I was fucking devoed, Nance.
What a way to ruin Christmas.
I had to go and have a little moment in the toilet. I was really devastated. I was quiet in the car all the way home and everything. And my dad was quite cross because he was like, obviously my mum just blazes it out, mocking me almost. But
as a parent, you kind of want to keep the
Keep
magic
the
of
magic.
Christmas as long as...
maybe I'd just been
As long as
annoying.
you can.
And, the whole getting up at stupid o'clock in the morning to put presents at the end of my bed. Maybe it was just wearing a bit thin at 11. And she's like, fuck this shit. Santa,
Not this
Father
year,
Christmas
bitch.
doesn't exist. You get up at a normal time and you open your presents at a normal time, not at 3:30 in the morning, because I was that kid.
I was that kid.
Oh, God.
We
the
used to get up
excitement.
at stupid time and then my mum would send us back to bed
Yeah.
and you'd be lying there like, oh, I've got the fucking big pile of presents now that I want to
play with. Yeah.
How are you meant to go to sleep then?
I've got this memory of being, I was probably about 9, and I'd opened all my presents. They're all at the end of the bed, paper everywhere. My selection box is already half eaten, and I'm there looking through a colouring book, 'cause I love a good colouring book, looking at my colouring book and all my bits and bobs, eating a tangerine. And it was 4 o'clock in the morning. Loving me tangerine. This is Christmas. So now when I have a tangerine at Christmas, it just takes me back to that 4 o'clock in the morning as a kid.
Cute.
Nice little memories. I've got lovely little memories. So I have got one last little memory I'm going to share with you. I was going to do it in the next podcast, but since we're talking about it, I'll just tell you quickly about it now. And it always gets me in the feels. So I know we're nearly done, Dylan. It's only going to be a minute. So I might get a little bit wet around the eyes because it's a lovely little memory. So I was about 6, and my dad was a big Christmas CUNT.
Like me.
Big Christmas CUNT. And we used to get a real tree every year until we couldn't afford one, really. And we went to this place where you go and pick your trees. And I said, which one are we going to get, Dad? I was so excited. It was about a week before Christmas because, again, we didn't put our deckies up too early. So excited for this tree. I was looking around, what tree are we going to get? And my dad went, shh. I was like, what? And he went, if you listen really carefully, you'll hear the tree calling to us. Our tree is there. Just be quiet. So, because I was 6, I was like, listen, I can hear it. I can hear it, Dad. It's over there. So he took me over, obviously just humouring me. Took me over. Which one is it, Vic? Which tree can you hear? I went, it's that one. Biggest fucking tree in the whole place. Like, my poor dad's probably going, oh God, why have I started this thing? Anyway, didn't he get this big tree? But we had a mini at the time, a little green mini. And he's like, not too sure how we're going to get this thing home. So we were one of these people like you see on the movies with the tree on the roof. And the guy in the tree place had given us some rope and roped this tree to the top of the mini. And we're going home with the tree flapping on this mini. And so when we got home, I said to my mum, we've got our tree. It's the one that talked to us. And my dad obviously hadn't shared this thing. And she's like, there's a talking tree. And my dad went, yeah, because the tree tells you. It's like a dog chooses you. The tree is chosen you. I'm like, it chose me, Mum. I heard the tree. It went, I'm here. So it was all like, yeah. So in my little fucking imagination, this tree talked to me at Christmas. And it's a lovely memory. I haven't got loads of great memories of a kid, I've got to be honest. But that is one of me.
That's so nice.
Honestly, it still gets me now. I'm like, oh, I love that. Didn't do it with my own kids. Didn't have a real tree. Couldn't afford it. So the same tree called to us in the attic every year.
You could try it now. I mean, to be fair, I say that to Sid. Can you hear the decorations calling me?
Yeah, the jingle
Get
jangle.
Me out. Get me out.
It's time, Sid, whether you like it or not. Right then, on that note, I think it's time to finish this episode, Nance.
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed being back?
It's like I've never been away.
Apart from the new table.
I love it.
And having 2 producers.
I know. Spoiled.
I know, yeah. Both listening to our madness in the back. I don't know whether Calvin is. I think
No,
Calvin's
he's switched off. Look.
So if I say Calvin's a cunt, no, he's not listening.
He's still not listening.
Still not listening. But Dylan is. Not going to be nasty to Dylan.
Thank you.
Welcome. Right then, we're gonna finish off there.
Yeah.
And thank you all for listening. Do you know we've got an outro now? Have you listened to the outro?
I have got to admit I haven't.
You've not listened to our past episodes, have you?
Not yet.
Right, homework for you. Listen
It's
to our
on my
past
to-do list,
episodes.
but listen, I've got a lot of catching up
It's
to do.
because you're not on it.
It's just not being...
It's like, I'm not on it, not interested. My face isn't there.
My long list of catching up to-do list, it's on there somewhere. I'll
Not
get there
impressed.
eventually.
Let's do it before Christmas is all I can say.
Yeah.
No particular reason, just because.
Just because.
Well, I've enjoyed having you back. And it is
Good.
like you've never been away, to be honest with you. It's been lovely.
I'll text Ryan now.
Yeah, text Ryan and say, that's it. You're not coming back. So we've got a little outro now.
Okay.
Because if you listened, you'd know. And it's me just saying thanks, everybody, and follow us and give us some loves and all that. So I'm not going to do it because I'll be repeating myself.
I was going to say, go on
Because
then.
I've just done it.
What she said.
So catch us next time for episode 14 of the Padded Cell podcast. And in the meantime, I think you're going to go and be Christmassy, aren't you?
Maybe. Probably.
Fart glitter, like we said before. on that
I've
bombshell.
only put up one tray. I've got 4 more to do.
I'm going to go and have another little wee in the posh toilet and flash myself to the Albert
I think
Dock.
you should take a little selfie from your position.
Okay. I'm
And
going
you
to
can
do
share
it.
that online.
I'm going to whiz over there, have a whiz, and take a picture from my toilet, but not with me legs showing, because that'd just be a little bit weird, wouldn't it?
I mean, we get too many pictures of fucking boxes around the ankles.
I was going to say, I thought you had pictures of me on the toilet. I do
no,
not.
that get in our inbox.
Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it on Facey. I'm going to go. Dylan's now sitting back. He's finished.
Yeah.
So we've got to be
He's
finished.
turned us off.
Yes, yeah. Bye. See you next time. And there we have it. Another day made better by listening to the curators of chaos. Thanks for dropping by. And if you enjoyed the show, we'd really appreciate you sharing your love for the Padded Cell podcast with your friends. Don't forget, give us a follow on our socials, maybe leave us some 5-star reviews, and feel free to send us an email to medic@thepadded-cell-podcast, or even interact with us on Facebook, Insta, and our other socials, because we love chatting to you. Be sure to stop by next week because, as Bowie says, I don't know where I'm going next, but I promise it won't be boring. Catch you soon.